Now a few sample programs of nested loops. The first sample program is write a C++ program to display our perfect number from a user defined range of lower limit and upper limit by using while loop, do while loop and for loop. Use proper string messages to make your program readable. First of all, discuss that what is perfect number. A positive integer n is said to be a perfect number if sum of all factors of n other than n itself is equal to n, then n is called a perfect number. Suppose n is equal to 6, then factors or positive divisors of 6 other than 6 itself are 1, 2 and 3, and sum of these factors, that is 1 plus 2 plus 3, is equal to 6. So we can call 6 as a perfect number. So perfect number program using while loop, it's a sample example of nested while loop. So let us start program of while loop. Include IOStream, then using namespace std, then main function int main. Now declare lower limit and upper limit variable, main positive, upper limit and lower limit variable, so unsigned int lower limit and upper limit. Now integer int I is a loop control variable, j is another loop control variable, n is a number that is user defined number, and to sum up all factor we are using sum that is initialized with 0. 0 is additive identity. Then display a user defined text message to read value of upper limit and lower limit from user, that is please enter valid upper limit and lower limit. Then for valid range, let us define a user defined label, label 1 terminated with colon symbol. User defined label is terminated with colon symbol. Now read value of upper limit from user and value of lower limit from user as well. Now check the validity of upper limit and lower limit. If lower limit is greater than or equal to upper limit, mean that is invalid range. So we will ask the user to re-enter valid values of upper limit and lower limit by using any suitable message, cout invalid range, please enter valid range. And now transfer the control back to label 1 by using go to label 1 to read valid range of lower limit and upper limit from user. Now else main range is valid, initialize local variable j with lower limit, then statement of while loop, while j is less than or equal to upper limit, mean iterate lower limit until it becomes equal to upper limit. Then the body of while loop, initialize variable n with j, initialize sum with 0, initialize loop control variable, that is inner loop control variable I as 1, the statement of while loop followed by a condition I less than or equal to n by 2, n by 2 mean half of the number. Then check that whether I is factor of n or not. If n remainder I is equal to 0, mean I is factor of n. If this condition is true, then sum of I in variable sum, that is sum is equal to sum plus I. Now increment in loop control variable, that is I is equal to I plus 1. Remember that I is loop control variable for inner loop. Now check that whether number is perfect or not. If current number n is equal to sum of factor of that number, then display any suitable message for user. Main display a number for user. Now increment in loop control variable of outer loop. Loop control variable of outer loop is j. J is equal to j plus 1, or we can use j plus plus as well. Now statement of system pass and return 0. It should be within the body of main function. System pass return 0. Since we are using int main, that's why we are using return 0. Now save the program, compile it and run it. Please enter valid lower limit and upper limit values, that is 100 as upper limit value and 3 as lower limit value. So we have these two numbers 6 and 28. These two numbers are perfect in given range. We know that divisors of 6 are 1, 2 and 3 other than 6, and sum of these three divisors, that is 1 plus 2 plus 3, is equal to 6. And divisors of 28 other than 28 are 1, 2, 4, 7 and 14. Add all these numbers, it becomes 28.